Jason. What's good, bro? Yes, Nick, what we saying? What's that? What we saying, broski? Hello, dog. Hello, doggy. Yes, Aaron, what's good, bro? Steve. Slaps. Kiki, what's good, bro? Boys, if you're in there, say, yo, man, I want to see you. The fuck is in here for New York? Hello, doggy. Look at this little dog as well. Look at this fucking thing. Look at this soppy little... Look at you. Aren't you so handsome? Right, now, fuck off, yeah? Fuck off. See ya. Afternoon, boys. Hope you're well. A little bit of a, for me, a little bit of a weird morning. Not really any trades. Continuation to the downside. But now we're taking that prior day low and that prior week low. I may just bust. EU and G look really nice to start moving up now. Again, my still my fundamental bias is that weaker dollar, that stronger pound and euro. I don't want to see it. We've seen that strong pound be shown through EG. We've taken prior day low now on EG. We need some big signs that we're going to start reversing though, right? Because we're so bearish. So we don't just want to automatically start buying. Because today we've just been so weak. The whole of the day. Literally from the fucking start of the day to right now, we've just moved to the upside. A little bit to the upside at the end now. After you've taken prior day low, prior week higher. Let's confirm that we can have these buys. Because these buys could be really nice for us, man. Yes, Jed, what's good, bro? Mohammed, what's good? Siham, what's good, broski? Silvietta, what's good? UK. Getting into GU buyers, 5 minute demand. Now, for me, at the moment, because we've had this wick here, which is lovely. It's lovely for the buy up, right? I love it. But it doesn't create a new range, so I'm not looking at 15 minutes here. I'm looking for 15 minutes in this range. So I do want to see a closure above this. Being cautious of this. Bro, I just bought premium yesterday, bro. Why am I still getting these little ads? But yeah, I want to see this. I want to see this move up. We're seeing a potential reversal here, which I don't want to see. If we do continue to the downside, no trades. But those longs are what we're really looking for. Those lovely reversal trades. It was a shame we wasn't able to get it. I mean, the trades. The reason why we wasn't looking to buy after we took Asia's low. And come to the prior. Well, I mean, one, we just had a bearish move. There was no like signs of reversal to start moving up. But it's the Asia session itself, and we noticed this quite early this morning. We jumped off pre-London this morning about 8, a bit early, just because we knew we wasn't going to get any ALG trades here. DTO was very close. EU DTO didn't happen. GU DTO did. That was our signal for today in the Discord. Let me mark this up. Actually, I don't have it marked up. It was the 5 minute DTO. Stop loss were just on these highs here. I'm pretty sure it's rounded up to 9 pips, right? It was, I think this was about it, and then stop loss. I can't remember where still at it. Friday low. But this was the signal that I was putting today. Another dub signal from Rich S. Big fucking shout out, Rev. We was unlucky yesterday with the signal I put in. It was the trade I had placed on GU, which was this buy. It was very unlucky, not able to get to entry. It was quite close. But we had a winning trade last week as well in the signals. GU 2%. We've had signals have been good, man. We've been having a lot more better price action recently. And I feel like that's only going to continue realistically. GU buys for me would be nicer because obviously we have that stronger pound than the euro. GU longs, Joshua, bro, I'm all over them. EU longs you could still definitely go for. Like what I was saying, the market is really bearish on the dollar. So I'm not speaking mainly from like a hawkish pound tone, more of a weak dollar. And that's just going to bolster GU and EU to the upside realistically. Pound more stronger, we've seen that through EG. So the GU buys would be nicer, but EU you can still get in. We noticed yesterday that EU trades got in, GU was unable to get in. It was so bullish. So yeah, that's sort of where I'm at. In this range, we have no 15 minutes, which is jarring, so we're only going to have to use this one for the trade through, which did break down, so we need to see the closure above that. Very similar to EU, still want to see closures above these 15s. EG, I don't really give a fuck where it goes now. I'm really focusing on that dollar. Dollar's obviously broken up prior day high. We've not taken that prior week high yet. We are quite close. But I feel like Wednesday we're going to get the high of the week and we're going to start seeing a reversal bit down to the downside. We still have Monday currently our low. And I want to see Wednesday start making sort of possibly our high of the week, and then we have the continuation down. But I really just want to see us just continue down from this area we're at now. This Friday high is a lovely liquidity level, and also we've got loads of demand areas on that 4 hour, which is really nice. That 4 hour zone there is perfect for us. Showing off that pulmonary selling. Was that Friday? Yeah, it was that pulmonary selling from that news event. So now we're really just looking to continue price in this sort of manner. I don't really mind about taking prior week high. It could definitely happen. But I want to see Wednesday make the high of the week and then we start seeing a reversal to the downside. That would be favourable price action. In terms of today, we've got no news. We've got no news, but we do still have a lot of stuff coming out tomorrow. We've not had that much news come out this week, to be honest. It's mainly been back end of the week news. 30 minute. I'll be real, bro. I don't look at time frames in between like hourlies. But are you looking for the reversal on DXY or GU? GU, yeah. Yeah, it's true. Actually, you do have a really nice 30 minute. Really nice 30 minute. Really nice, but I mean, I'm just going to use this 15 minute here. This 15 minutes perfect. We just want to see if we have that closure above. So we've got to wait for price a little bit here to do it what it needs to do. Have another push up if it needs. We've seen gold come down a little bit today after a nice bullish run after the weak dollar recent, which I can still see continue. So 3-4s will probably get grabbed again. 3-4 highs. We might even come and grab all times, which is 3-5, I want to say. Yeah, 3-5. But I can see gold continuing up to like 3-4 highs, 3-4-10 with our weak dollar, maybe even higher, because we might even have this move for a little bit longer than we expect. How positive has it been for your trading to have some risk off income with your mentorship, etc.? I'd say it's definitely helped, bro. Definitely helped, man. More in the way that I've got something else to focus on, bro. Not even in the sense of the income sort of side of it, but it's sort of the mental side, right? It's difficult when you trade full time and then you don't do anything else. Do you know what I mean? If you've got something else, then your trading is just going to be better. And what better than staying talking about trading, doing trading, than trading itself? Do you know what I mean? So it's sort of probably the best thing to do to lose. I mean, like our mentorship, for example, is cheap as chips, man. Probably one of the cheapest you're gonna find out there, but probably the best. Let's all be honest, it probably is the best. Like you're gonna get, like you can't really get better. Live trading with us, course is a joke. You learn exactly how we trade, and we trade it with you. There's nothing much better, to be honest. But it's just something to do, bro. People to talk to. I'll be honest, being a full-time trader is a lonely old thing because it's a solo job. It's solo, right? You can't have an employee. I mean, you sort of can, because you can sort of maybe get an office, hire someone who can look at fundamentals, for an example, and just give you his fundamental analysis. Or even if you trade stocks, then you can have someone doing some more analysis on stocks for you. But very limited people, you know. So it's always good to be around people that are sort of in the same space. That for one, and again two, just to put time to something, man. If I didn't do this, I'd fuck knows, God knows, life would be pretty boring. You know, it would be boring because no one else trades, right? Like it's not like my friends trade, so my friends are now not working. They're chilling at gaff or able to go free time, play golf, play this, do that. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of those things, man. You it's just a better way to go about stuff. You meet loads of people, help people, and you continue talking about trading. So, bruv, nothing better. Literally nothing better. Are you only streaming in 720p? I don't know what the fuck that means, to be brutally honest with you, Luke. What does that mean? Sorry, bro. I think it's just because I'm bare zoomed out. Sorry. But yeah, again, let's see how we react to these IFVGs in this 15. What do you think of EUGU sells? I hate the look of them, to be honest with you, bro. I'm more looking for the buyers here. If there's no buyers, then no trade. It's not like if price starts moving down for EUG, I'm going to get into sells. My only positions I'm looking for is GU buyers. And again, I've said that fucking pretty much every day of this year, I reckon. Near enough. EUGU buyers have been the main positions I want to be jumping in. Anything else? Don't want to. No point. Too many fundamental risks going against that. Can't ignore that bias, right? Who else is in GU buys? I'm not in yet. I'd say I'm looking for confirmations that we're going to have that reversal, because you've got to bear in mind we've had such a bearish day on the EUGU, such a bullish day on the dollar. We're looking for a reversal here. So for me, I need as many confirmations as I can get, because I don't think just selling at higher points is the best idea. You do that enough times, you're probably going to get liquidated enough times. But luckily, this is against bias. This move we've had all day is against bias. So I'd say the GUE buys are definitely what you want. Sells, I wouldn't say are the best thing. But yeah, fair dues, man, if you're in. If 30 mins finish finish strong, yeah, what, this next hourly candle? I mean, this next 4 hour candle close as well. It's 2 p.m. candle. So we're going to get another 4 p.m. candle, 1 p.m. candle. What's your bias bullish? Why is your bias bullish? It looks bearish to me. I'm not going off what the charts look like, bro. I'm going off what the market genuinely is doing. So in terms of the dollar, we're looking at an interest rate decision coming from the Fed being a cut next month. 86% chance. Inflation's too high. Inflation's low. They need a cut in the economy, so it's bound to happen. A cut of interest rates is bearish for not an economy, but bearish for a currency. So you're going to see the weaken of the US dollar. And we're probably going to lead up into anticipation of it. Why? Because the market is expecting it, right? It's not out of the blue. We know they need a cut. Powell said we're probably going to cut. Trump says we need a cut. Waller says we need a cut. Fucking Scott Bessent says we need a cut. Minimum 1.5% off the interest rates we have right now. So you're going to see a cut, which will bring the dollar down. So I'm not going to be going against that just because the chart's showing me that. Do you know what I mean? If I've got the market telling me that, the actual physical market, not just what I'm seeing with my own eyes, but if the actual physical market is telling me that, that is my main bias. I only want to be shorting the dollar, okay? I'm not going to be shorting it every day. I'll be looking to short it every day, absolutely. But if there's no opportunity there, if the price action is not there, then I won't be trading it. I look at fundamentals before I look at the charts. That's why my perspective may be a little bit different to yours, because I have to go with this bias. If I go against this bias, I will chop my own arm off and I'll start eating it, bro. And I'll allow you, man, to chop in on it. Just eat the arm. Do you reckon if you eat human arm, you turn like zombie type shit? Let me just chat to GPT quick. Why is it actually bad to eat another human? Like, why is it bad? The most famous is curious in communities. Okay, I don't care about. What if I? What makes nutritious? Relying on human flesh long term would be unsustainable and dangerous compared to normal food sources. Surely not, though, bro. Sorry, that's a weird question to just come out with. I was literally a second ago talking about fucking trading and then instantly turned into why we wouldn't eat people. Where the fuck did I get that from as well? What the fuck? I better sort myself out. Can I even go live? Am I able to go? Am I right? Am I good? Type shit? The fuck am I on about? Yeah, Jay, been trading full time for 1.5 years. Lovely stuff, Aaron, man. Sorry, I missed a few comments, boys. Let me go back. We've even got Sambo in the free chat to keep us all entertained between kill zones like our very own circus clown. Yeah, sorry, man. I don't see sure what he was saying, but I did see he was popping up quite a lot. 100%. The whole reason I signed up for the mentorship was the community. Also looking for more things to put my time towards as well. Bare time. Exactly, bro. Bare time to fill. Like, Aaron knows what it's like. Aaron's been full-time trading for a year and a half now. And it's boring. It's a lonely old road. Like, it is a solo job. That's what it is. So being around people, it's not bad. A lot of people think you shouldn't have people around you. You're going to get enticed into wrong thing, into trades and stuff. You shouldn't be getting enticed into trades, right? You have your setup. You have what, like, it's all you. But being around people shouldn't affect your decision on trades. I don't let anyone else's decision affect me on trades. Even if someone's more profitable than me. Like this month, for example, I'm not going to start listening to their trades. I think that's more of a problem within yourself. Do you know what I mean? If you're that's more of a self-conscious sort of thing. If you can't be around these people who probably are getting into trades and you're not, then it might be a self-conscious thing. Because I know my strategy works. I know I make money from these markets. I couldn't give two fucks if you're taking a trade on EU, GU, sell. I'm not going to get enticed into, do you know what I mean, type shit. So being around people, man, is probably the best thing you can do in Forex. If you got shit psychology, that's on you. But yeah, that's what I would say. Yes, Stu, what's good, bro? Can you look at 4-hour close on GU? Would that be DXY or would it have to close above? Can you look at 4-hour close on GU? Would that be DXY? Well, are you tripping me out here, broski? Sorry, what are you on about? If 4-hour close is strong, it looks like a 4-hour CRT, which would be completed at today's London highs. There's no 4-hour CRT on DXY. We're talking about GU. We've got no CRT on DXY. We've got CRT on GU, yes. Coming to the upside. I think you was talking about DXY. I think you was talking about GU. You have me tripping out talking about DXY. Did you mean CRT? But yeah, that would be looking at. Okay, you were talking about GU, yeah. So yeah, nice. We do want to see again. I still want to see this. Ooh, pardon me. Close above. But yeah, that's lovely CRT. We've got that on EU as well. Looks like we do have that on EU as well. Bitch is gonna make me come. Bitch is gonna make me come. Bitch is gonna make me come. Lovely. Sorry, boys. That was a bit disgusting to me. But yeah, love that. Love that, love that, love that. I thought that because we was having that 2-hour close, but yeah, that's perfect. Same on DXY as well. I know we don't have it on DXY, sorry. Yeah, we don't have it on DXY. Would have been nice. Set up an EU. EU really buys. Again, I'm waiting for 15 minutes to trade through. And then we started to look to buy really. We don't want to be too premature. Same with GU. Just wait for the 15 minutes to close above. That's what I'm looking at. Do you primarily trade reversals? Yes, bro. Absolutely. But I trade go with the trend reversals type shit. So I will. The best way to describe the way I trade, right, is I will understand the fundamental market, the whole market, the dollar, the euro, the pound, and I will see where price is going in terms of weakness and strength between currencies. That's the way how you fucking do it, not just through these charts. But once you've done that, then you apply your strategy. Mine's reversal. So if I see price move down like we've done today, I mean I didn't want to see it move down this much. But if we see price move down, on GU for an example, when I'm expecting GU to come up because of the weaker dollar with a stronger pound, there's an opportunity for me. So yes, I trade reversals, but not in the risky type that you may think. Like I don't trade reversals just because price is high. I'm looking to sell. That's not my reason. My reason is always fundamentally backed. Because I know a lot of people do trade reversal systems that are quite risky, just in the terms of not trading with the trend. They're looking for genuine reversals at higher lows, at higher highs and lower lows, after sweeping liquidity. But mine's backed with that fundamental structure. I seen Costa lonely watching the world go by. That's why profitability brought me. Oh, it's because you live in fucking Milton Keynes. So that I've be sat in your cafe soon enough. Yeah, no, trust me. Won't be sitting, I'll be working like a dog till I employ someone else. Low truth say. Euro JPY, bro. Let's have a look at Euro JPY, bro. I've not actually looked at the yen pairs. I mean, again, I'm quite strong on yen pairs at the moment. I mean, we've seen EJ come down. Okay, not really. But we've seen the dollar be strong today, so we're going to see that yen come down. But I'm ultimately looking again at the dollar to come down and then the yen to go up. Because mainly when we got a bullish dollar, we got a weak yen. Vice versa, if we have a weak dollar, we'll have a strong yen. That's normally how it works out. In terms of GJ and EJ, I wouldn't say they're the best positions right now because we want to wait again for that dollar. Actually, no. Yeah, we could. EJ is difficult right now, man. I'll be honest. Because we're quite uncertain because we need to see the dollar become that bearish. If we don't, then I don't think the JPY can really get that strength. And you probably see GJ, EJ come just be a bit consolidating because again, there's a bit more. There's still uncertainty around the euro at the moment because obviously what Lagarde said about not much growth, pretty much. Check in NU, bruv. NZD USD. I wouldn't look for reversals on there just because I don't know the strength between the dollar and the New Zealand dollar, to be honest with you. I wouldn't say it's reversals here, potentially. I'll say probably, actually, I wouldn't say continuations because you're going to have that weaker dollar. Reversals could happen, but again, you want to trade against the strongest currency. So right now, that's why I reckon GU are the best positions you can really be getting into if we're gonna see price start moving up. Means I can stop washing the car 3 times a week. Yeah, true, say. Both cars as well. Apparently it tastes like pork. I don't eat pork, so I probably will not end up eating my own arm. Thrown off for the fundamentals back in my opinion, reversals risky as far, but each strat has their own market periods. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. That's what takes the risk out of the reversals. Because realistically, what you're looking for, if you've got the fundamental backing, all you're looking for is if we're looking, let's just say the dollar to come down, and say if I was to short the dollar, for an example, right, then I would be looking for price to be in the most premium point before going down. So you are looking for price to be very much overbought at that time where I'm looking at a bearish dollar. So for me, that takes the risk out of it a lot. But then also the fact that you don't get many trades this way because, again, you're looking for reversals in sort of trending markets, which is hard. But if you can get those, and again, get those consistently, then, man, you can... The ALG is a joke. Hence why I've used the same strategy for like fucking 4 years now. If GU daily closes back with Monday's range, I think buyers are pretty likely for the rest of the week next. Yeah, I mean, bro, I'm looking for buyers on GU for the next month, really. It'd be nice if we get some more data, though, because I want to see data point us in the direction that we're definitely going to have a cut. Again, still 86%. It's more likely, so a lot of people are pricing in the cut. But I want to see more reasons why the dollar's going to be bearish, which I think we're going to see. I think inflation... I think the tricky thing as well with the US, if they've not actually... tariff inflation's not hit them yet. So that's why their inflation stayed pretty low, because everyone's questioning why the fuck is their inflation low if they've got tariffs around the world now, which is, bearing in mind, making everything cost more in terms of everything, really. I mean, US import shit from all over the world. That's why Trump put these tariffs in place, because they mainly import than export to these various countries, which is, bearing in mind, probably about 20 to 30 around the world. I can't even remember how many there is. which is put tariffs on most of them. Even us, we've got a low percent tariff, but we've got tariffs. So you're going to see inflation come through, but they've not seen it yet. So I don't know when we're going to see that. But when that inflation does come out and we come higher for inflation, it's going to be peak because we've already cut interest rates. That's sort of why Powell wants to keep interest rates high, because he's pricing in the tariff inflation towards the end of the year. And I think it will come in at the end of the year. I think a lot of analysts are looking for the tariff to start, tariff inflation to start coming in then. Let's get Bloomberg on. Bloomberg have nearly been streaming for a whole year, like straight. That's actually crazy. You ready to get some straight? Yeah, we just need a bit more certainty around that euro. Again, Lagarde was saying that there's not much growth in the EU. We're looking at a possible stagnation period where you're seeing good economy, but growth just isn't there. Growth isn't there for consecutive quarters of the year. So that's sort of where we are. Nvidia earnings come out. Obviously, Nvidia earnings, actually no, they're coming out later, aren't they? I'm pretty sure they're coming out. They're coming out fucking in ages, actually. They come out in like fucking 9 hours. We've still got a lot of time for that Nvidia earnings, but I think they're looking quite good. We've seen pre-market come out a bit low. Obviously, Microsoft's come out quite high, but we've seen Google, we've seen Amazon, we've seen Meta come down. Actually, Amazon's unchanged, but we've seen Google and Meta come down a bit, which I think is pushing in that room for that. Yeah, 11 p.m, that's it. We've got a lot of time. A lot of time. If anything, DXY is purely just ranging between 24 hour low and first higher, but a higher time frame is still bearish. 24. What do you mean there? Sorry, bro. All the shooters saying just checks my bias. Say, yeah, come on, bro. We should be seeing those come through. We'll see again. We need to monitor price. We need to make sure that we see in the DXY start coming out. 24th of July and 1st of August. I meant. If we go on the 4 hour, this is the range I'm looking at right now, pretty much. Right, this is what we're looking at. We've had this pulmonary move again from that news. This was the. I can't even remember what news this was. 22nd of August. Let me get this news up. Was it? Wasn't PMI, was it? Oh yeah, we had the Powell speech. Oh yeah, that was Jackson Hole in the Powell speech. He was essentially that was him saying they're looking to cut interest rates. Like there's a chance now that we're going to cut interest rates. I'm looking to continue this 4 hour move that we've already had. So really, for me on the 4 hour, this is what the range I'm really looking at. Because again, that's price action that really matters right now. Also, let's look at previous structure. Let's look at previous structure on the monthly. Okay, yeah, cool. We're pretty much looking at this CRT here, right? CRT candle here. Very, very bullish, which is great. It's bullish candle in this bearish situation, which is perfect. We want to see the closure of this month, which again is 3 days time. And then we want to see the whole of next month look to close below this low. So looking at a bearish dollar for, again, like what I said, for about a month. So that's why I'm looking for a bearish dollar for near enough the whole of September. We're going to see a lot of people come back from holiday, a lot of traders come back from summertime, and we're going to see a lot of portfolios get readjusted as well. It's taken a lot of probably dollar-based investments out of their portfolio. I'm probably looking towards more EU and pound. Why pound? Because we're seeing UK yields at 4.7% for the 10-year. US 10 years at about 4.2. UK looks very, like, a lot more investable. And again, when interest rates stay the same or go higher, you look at higher yields. If you look at a country that are cutting interest rates like the US or just easing monetary policy, which is obviously easing inflation, which is if inflation's coming down, following suit with interest rates, then you're going to start seeing US 10 or all US bonds going down. So you'll see the yields, bond prices go up, which will bring the yield percentage down. Bro, what is this? What do you mean? What the fuck do you mean, brother? What do you mean, man? The hell? What's what? What's this? What's this whole little thing going on here, or what do you mean, bro? Do. You looking like it wants the rise of the 5-minute fair value gap it taps, so hopefully we can go now inverse this 15. I think we're going to start getting the move that we want soon. We want to see it come through. It's 2 o'clock. We've got 24 minutes until we've got the New York Stock Exchange open. We're going to start seeing volume climb into the markets, and we'll start seeing the real people jump in. One thing that is going to be benefiting the dollar in recent times, more tonight, is that Nvidia earnings. I'm pretty sure Nvidia earnings are looking to absolutely smash the stock market. So we're probably going to see, I mean, Nvidia for the day, pre-market's already up 0.3%. We've got earnings coming out in 9 hours. So I think we're really going to start seeing Nvidia pull up, which will benefit the dollar. But that's more later on, and I think that's going to be way more sort of short term. If that high index Y holds after EU's low has been taken, Geo's failed to take the low, Geo will give insane buys for the rest of September, trust me. That's what I'm looking for, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm just looking at GU buys. That's all I want to understand. I'm not trying to find these little moves and get into these little opposite trend trades. I'm looking to just get in what I've seen from the fundamental analysis, which is just those GU buys. Hello, gold, bro. What we saying, Lord Broski? Which also makes sense with Trump sticking 100 mil in 100 mil plus in bonds. Exactly. He likely knows dollar will go low, and he's going into that counterplay 100%. He knows. He knows if it. He knows exactly what's going on. He knows that they need to cut interest rates. Inflation's coming down. Interest rates need to get cut. Dollar's going to get weaker. But they know later on they're going to start seeing that inflation sort of rise a little bit, which will sort of benefit the dollar. But he knows at the moment that the dollar's going to just come down. But for the next month, we are really looking at that bearish GU. Sorry, bullish GU, bearish dollar. So look out for those GU buys, boys. Look out for those GU buys. Yeah, they're looking at exactly, yeah. So I'm sure you boys can't hear this. You probably think I'm fucking like almost insane. I'm not. But yeah, let's start seeing price move up now, man. I hope that's not the case though. Lol, yeah, trust. Imagine if you stream for a year straight, mate. It's on my days. Imagine. Bro, I would actually do that though. Like, I reckon I would be able to do it. Like, stream. Like, you know when they do that, like, when they just stream for time. For like 5 days straight. I definitely could do that, man. Definitely could do that. I mean, well, you gotta be awake for that whole time, actually. Surely you can have, like, little naps and shit. 5 days without no sleep is actually quite inhumane as far as it goes. Mace, my boy, you reckon when I listen to Bloomberg while I'm driving all day? I reckon so, bro. Yeah, James is a fuck off lorry driver. I would say definitely, bro. You'll be able to get the Bloomberg channel. Even if you just got it on like your phone. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, bro, James, 100%, man. You start understanding quite a lot. And the thing as well, the thing I love about Bloomberg is they always get different analysts on talking about. You'll get a European one on, you'll get a fucking English one on, you'll get a US one on, you'll get some fucking Indian one on, just talking about fuck knows actually, to be fair, probably stocks or bonds. But at least you've got analysts coming on, literally covering a lot of the markets. I get a lot of my current knowledge just from watching this. It's a dab radio channel. Yeah, Stu watches it in his car, man. Listens to it in his car. I definitely advise. What's Bloomberg? Just fundamentals of currencies. I ain't never heard of it. Bloomberg's just a channel, bro. It's just, you can watch it on YouTube. It's literally just a channel, bro. It's just a, pardon me. It's just the like business news channel, if you may. So you get to understand a lot of stocks, a lot of companies, a lot of how countries in terms of inflation, monetary and fiscal policy, everything really. So it's key to watch. I get a lot of my fundamental knowledge from it. I also do my own fundamental sort of analysis through like just scavenging through the internet, mainly using ChatGPT because fuck me, it takes so long to go through shit. And boys, we're going up. Wow, this is weird. It's almost like we know what's gonna happen. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hold on, bitch. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I've learned so much from Bloomberg, and it's just good to reassure yourself fundamentals. That exactly that, bro. I love the reassurance. Even if you've got a bias, you know that bias. It's always good to continue to hear that, or you know when that bias is going to flip. So you know that when you're listening to Bloomberg. It's boys, it's the bollocks. I say it's a must-have. Like I wouldn't even say like, oh, maybe have it, maybe. It's a must-have. No cap. It's a must-have. Something that's completely changed my perspective in trading. You know how you talk about time frame alignment, for example, 4 hour, 5 minute. Yeah, surely what would you wait for a 30-minute fair value get trophy in the current scenario? Probably. Wait. Should that mean you'd wait for a 30-minute fair value get trophy in the current scenario as private club has been taken? Let me put it this way, right? Right now, we've taken 4 hour liquidity, we've taken daily liquidity, and we've taken weekly. Okay. On the 4 hour, I used the 5 minute. On the daily, I used the 15. On the weekly, I used the 1 hour. So I can use any of these. I don't have to use the weekly just because we've taken a weekly. We've taken all three of these. I could look at the 5 minute if I wanted to. But I'm looking at the 15. Why? Because, I mean, 5 minute, there's just way too many gaps and way too many wicks. 15 minute just makes sense. Because hourly is just too high, really. But what I'm seeing on the hourly is pretty much the same fair value as the 15 anyway, you know. So I've got the choice of these three. That's how my time frame alignment works. I can use any of these three. And I don't want to use the weekly. I don't use 1 hour because 1 hour is literally nothing there. Only thing that's there is the same as the 15, you know. Who started trading first? You or Lou? Lou got into it. Someone in his I think Lou just started what's it called? Sixth form. I just was about to finish my last year at school. I think Lou was finishing his last year at sixth form. I was finishing my last year at school, and Lou was good mates with him. Got into trading. Was like, mates, bro, I've got into fucking trading. Got into it. Both of us never stopped. Literally talked about it every day. I've said this before. Me and Lou, for some reason, we made a group chat. Hopefully this never gets leaked because there's definitely some funky shit in there. Of just me and Lou, not even like a conversation on WhatsApp, just a group where we literally went into every morning, spoke to each other every morning, called each other every day, went through the markets with each other, understood the strategy, understood how the markets work, took as much information we could, how fundings work, everything. We took years of preparing really to really get where we are now. But yeah, we pretty much started near enough the same time. Lou had a few months knowledge on me. But I've got to thank him for telling me about it. Where can I start in terms of looking into fundamentals? I hear it in a time, but I haven't got a Scooby what to do. Well, bro, in the mentoring, I've got 4 bare good videos on it. They're about 20 minutes, 30 minutes long, some of them. But they are very good to actually understand what makes the market move. So, yeah, just understanding those fundamentals is key. So that video would mad help you, man. But also just watching Bloomberg. But fundamentals, what fundamentals refers to, boys, is pretty much the analysis of the literal markets, of the economies, not what's on the charts. What's going on between economies, what is going to make a currency strong, what's going to make a currency weak. That's what we're looking at. If you can't make the richest pre-London, Bloomberg is a very good alternative, 100%. Yeah, I mean, I talk about fundamentals on the pre-London every day as well. I go over the whole fundamentals. Again, if you're in a mentorship, you get the pre-London streams. 2 hours in the morning, I go through all the fundamentals you need to know, the structure you need to know, and what trades we're looking for the day in terms of the strategy. So, boys, the best fucking way is probably just a mentoring. Like I said, there's so much shit in there, it's a joke. Also on our website, we've got an economic calendar, so you can see all the news that are going to come out, every single one of them as well. More than what Forex Factory shows. Pretty much, it's a MyFX book built into our website. How many years? I mean, I've been trading now for, bro, I'd say near enough 7 years now. Near enough 7 years. It took me about 3.5, 4 to get profitable. So for about 4 years, I was pretty much just finding out how to trade these markets in the correct manner. What analysis you need, the best tools to use, how to use leverage in terms of funded accounts, all that stuff. And continued that for like 4 years. And then we finally got ourselves profitable. Now, it weren't 4 years. It was like 3.5 years. Say you trade in New York, what time would you physically just close the trade and say no to keep holding, just have more profits? I don't trade New York, so my advice probably wouldn't be the best. But in terms of volume, in terms of when volume starts dropping off, 4 p.m. is when you start seeing volume drop off. Silver bullets, your last hour of high liquidity in the injection. So I'd say you definitely are looking to get closed by about 4 o'clock, really. Take your profits there. You're probably going to start seeing price chill out and start consolidating. You both become profitable at a similar time? Yeah, bro. We pretty much started at near enough the same time and learned the same stuff and talked to each other about it. So we was very intertwined with our journey. Do you know what I mean? That sounds gay as fuck. I don't mean that in a gay way. That sounds bare gay. I'll say that back. Yes, Chaz, what are you saying, broski? Afternoon, bro. Yes, Tommy, what's good, man? What do you think of GU, bro? Definite buys, but again, I want to see more confirmations. Oh, we had the closure. Nice. It's really, I mean, that 15 minutes already been tapped into, which is kind of annoying. Right, we've seen that 15-minute close a bit. Yeah, we don't have. It's the only fair value gap. We've come into a little bit. I'll say buys around there, probably your best. You reckon G will retake the low? I don't think it will retake the low. Personally. But I mean, whatever it does, man. Like I said, if we need the trade for him, we need a fair value gap to get into. This is quite sloppy. And bear in mind, we are getting to near enough the end of the day for the pound. So it massively sort of depends on the dollar. Trump's 50% tariffs on India take effect. Perfect example. 50% on India is insane. What did you did in the midtime to get profitable? Uni. So I finished school. That's when I sort of first started getting. I was about 16. When I left school, just before I left school, really. Turned 16 that year. Whilst I was turned 16, I was at uni. I'm pretty sure. I think I was 6. I can't remember now. Everything's got into one. I went college for 2 years, did business. That whole time I was learning trading. I mean, you've got to stay in education till you're 18. Plus, my mum wanted me to stay in education, right? Of course. So I did that for 2 years whilst trading. I smashed the business course. Walked out of like triple star distinction, whatever the fuck it was. Also finished like a good half a month early. I was able to finish early because my coursework was all done. So I was able to put bare time to trading for like a good 4 months. Oh, it weren't 6 months. It was a good like 4 months I completed it. before. So I had a good 4 months just not at it, just not at college, just fucking going hard on trading. And then after that, I got a job in my mum's salon. Yeah, I'm not afraid to say this as well, bruv, because I don't want anyone to think that like it really matters. As long as you're on a journey, boys, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how you work. It doesn't matter if you work at fucking McDonald's. It doesn't matter if you do whatever. Because you know you're destined for whatever you're working towards. I was working at my mum's salon, mum's hair and beauty salon, bruv. Can you man see me in there working behind the desk, answering the phone, whatever. But that whole time I was sitting, whilst I was working there, so mum pretty much gave me that job so I could sit there, trade at the same time, still learning that trading. And then, yeah, about a year into that, I was pretty much profitable. Not even a year. I was working at mum's salon for, I don't even know. God knows. And then we went Thailand, and then I went full-time from when I left Thailand. Before I left Thailand, actually. And that was probably about 2.5 years ago to 3 years. Something like that. And now we're here, bruv, doing the same fucking thing, trading the same fucking strategy with some of the same fucking people. Shit don't change, boys. I don't want shit to change right now, personally. Yeah, GU's not there yet for me, really. Was you working at the start, your trading or was your sole focus trading? No, I mean, bro, like, even if your sole focus is trading, you can't live without money. So you need to work at some point. You need to do something, right? And also, like what I've already said, it's always great to put time towards, spend time doing something. You can't just have all your time on trading. So it starts working back on yourself. You start placing more trades. You start looking at charts too much for too long, and you got analysis paralysis, just stuff like that, right? So you've got to have that fine balance between, and again, that might even take you a year to understand that fine balance between knowing what's too much and knowing what's just right, and what's too less, of course. Respect, brother. So you started doing social media before you were profitable. I think we had a community pretty much when we started getting profitable. That's when we started our community. But we didn't start mentoring until like maybe a year after that, or like a half a year after that. We started mentoring purely off people just wanting to mentor. Because we used to go live every day, just to literally just stream. Why the fuck not? We used to stream trading on TikTok. And then people just started wanting to start wanting mentoring from us. But obviously, we didn't offer it. But then who the fuck are we to sit there, have bare time on our hands, and not provide a service that obviously people have a demand for, right? Or there is a demand for. That's sort of how we come around mentoring. It wasn't really a planned thing. It was more off demand. But thank fuck we did it, bro. Because honestly, like, it's just so much better with a community. I've said this before. It's just so much better with a community. So much better when you can actually put time to other stuff. Making videos, helping people, all that shit. It makes it worth it type shit. You can't have that added pressure of no money and learning to trade 100%. I agree with that massively. Are you in trades of waiting, Elliot? Really waiting for G to really show its the bullish side of it, but not seen it yet. But yeah, we're not moving strong. I think we're losing volume here. We are getting closer to sort of that closure now. Canary Wharf office was goated times. Yeah, it was sick, man. It was sick. Would get an office again, man, but it would be better to get a bigger office. But obviously, a bigger office in like a building like that, bro, it costs you about 15 grand a month. It's just not much point. But yeah, we need to get a headquarters again. I think we do need to get a headquarters again. But one that you boys can obviously, like, a decent amount of you man can come to. And have desks and stuff like that. And space. You done it the right way. Come on, Slappo. Defo. But if you stop GU on buy, I would say, yeah, it's still a bit premature on GU. So it's a little bit premature. In real life, mentoring in a huge office. That's what I'm saying. Like a big office. Not even like an office, like a warehouse converted into an office. Stuff like that, do you know what I mean? Like, just be so much better. So if you've got bro, you can actually, if you've got your own warehouse, for example, you can, that place is yours type shit. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Bro, if we wanted to randomly start a fire and start fucking fuck knows, I don't know where that even come from. We could, do you know what I mean? What the fuck am I on about? Just some fucking boy shit. Just making a fire. It's such a boys thing to do, isn't it? Better off renting a mansion for 15 grand a month after than an office. Yeah, do you know what I mean? You could rent a fucking absolute stupid house for 15 grand. But yeah, like even like a 12-man office in Canary Wharf in our building was about 11 grand. That's for 12 man. It's me, Lou, Stu, and if we was there, Sing would definitely be in there often because that's our Cody. So that's 4 man already. That's not even any of you, man. There's, what, 8 other spaces? Do you know what I mean? It's just fucking shit. Yeah, buy property. That's what I'm saying. It's a better way to go as well, buying property. That's what me and Lou want to do at some point. We have a decent amount of dough saved up, so we will do that at some point. Took an L on G this morning, going long. Thought the move was coming today. Must represent itself. Yeah, it's annoying. Just premature for me. It didn't show me anything to really get into buys. I was definitely waiting. But it's been a sloppy day. Especially New York. New York's been really slow. We've had already that signal of the reversal, but we've not really had that move, have we? So, something to bear in mind. If EU was good to go, what would the TP be? Anything you guys would be looking for. Again, I'd say people have different TPs based off what they can sit in and what they can't. For me, I'll just go for Pride 850. If you're looking for a trade-off here. Bearing in mind, it's New York session, so how long are you planning to be in this trade? If you're not really planning to be long, Pride 850 details your best TPs. If you're looking to swing more of a daily perspective, Pride 850, Pride 8 higher makes sense. Took an L going short near you. Yeah, the shorts for you was really this morning. This afternoon was more stronger for, or weaker for the dollar, really. I used to be in Canary Wharf same time you managed your office. I should have come down. Oh, right, man. That would have been lit, Aaron. Yeah, we was in One Canada Square for about a year. Yeah, we had a year's contract there, so yeah, we was there for a year. We can still go in there, man. We can go in there whenever we want. They allow us to just hire on a daily now. But again, bro, it's just bare long for me to get there and for Lou to get there. Just long. Not worth it. If I start trading at 6:30, I've got to leave my house. If I was to grab Lou, it would take me an hour and like 20 minutes, hour and 15 minutes to get to the wharf. So then I've got to leave my house at like 5:15. So I've got to wake up at like 4:45, 4:45. What type of life's that, bro? I've traded to get freedom and I'm losing it. Do you know what I mean? So I've got an office in my house now. Easier. Whereabouts are you in the Wolf, Aaron? Yeah, I used to drive in bare early to hella traffic at times. Yeah, trust me, like not like it could say hour and 15, hour and 20 is if there's like average, like not average traffic at that time. Like if you're actually lucky and get a bit early. Like we used to get there bare early. Yeah, so tough for you, wasn't it, babes? I was getting a 5:50 train. No, but that's what I'm saying. If I was doing the pre-Londons now, see, we never did the pre-Londons when we was in the Wolf. We couldn't. I just did the pre-London video instead. But if I did do the pre-London stream, I would have to leave mine at like 4:45. And so you'd have to do it twice a week, which isn't too bad. If I was to do that 4-5 times a week, waking up at 4:45 to then drive to London, not even get a train, drive to London, it would be so long. Some geezer I traded with used to have an apartment there, so there was like 4 of us trading there. Oh, nice. Hampton Towers. Yeah, I know. Nice, bro, nice. That's sick. See, I'd rather get an apartment there. But again, I don't want a fucking apartment there. I don't want to live in the Wolf. I don't want to live in London. I barely don't want to live in London. I don't like it. I don't like London, man. I'm not going to lie. Too busy for so. I don't like people too much. Nah, too many. Nah, I don't like it. I'd rather live where I lived in London, personally. Long as it's a 15-minute fair value, you get 50%. Thing is, it's just so sloppy. I don't like this at all. We've not really been given that much bullish momentum. I'll be waking up at 4:45 making sure you... Do you know what I'm saying? Be long for you as well, Stu. Nah, I wouldn't do it. There'll be no point. It's pointless. It's pointless. That's what I'm saying. Now we do the pre-London streams. We didn't think really there's any point in going back to the Wolf. That was one of the things. Because now that's one of the big things we do now. Coming for the low now. We'll see where it comes to now, boys. Microsoft is pretty much break even. Amazon it opens down 0.25%. No, not really. 15. Okay, it's just moving. We're quite down on everything, but yeah, everything looks down against Nvidia. What's Nvidia up already? Not much after the open. Yo, this bitch looks like she's got a rich S sign behind her. CHESS. Bro, what other word could that be? Oh, chess. No, but it's bigger. Bro, she could have a rich S sign behind her. We will never know. Cheese. No, it's got one E in between the H and the S. The two S's. Bro, she's got to have rich S on her behind her. That's lit. Innit? Defo says rich S, bro. It fucking better. Right, boys, I'm going to jump off now. We'll see where price goes to now. I'll probably still be active on the charts and thingy for a little bit. But we're not really moving at the moment. We haven't really moved in the last hour. Really, we've just stayed in a sort of bullish trend here. Hour and 15, we've not really moved. So, yeah, I'll catch you boys tomorrow. Again, I'm back on at 6 for the pre-London. We'll see if the GU and EU starts moving up now. End of the day, without a doubt, I can see the dollar probably start getting that rebalance. But that'll be good for tomorrow, which is great. So I'm excited for tomorrow, see what tomorrow brings. We've got a lot of news coming tomorrow. Heavy news tomorrow. We've got prelim GDP and the unemployment claim. So we've got a little bit of